obviously, as you can see, there are no Mickeys, no holiday lights. That is because gas money, even though we have Disney annual passes, the money to get to Disney, it's expensive. We already have several trips planned to Miami and back to Orlando within the next month. One of those trips is going to be with some of his family members to go to Disney just after Christmas anyway. At home today, I came across two different news stories which I would like to share with you guys, and since we didn't have Current Events Wednesday, I think that is great. The first story that I wanted to talk to you guys about was that 34-year-old California man was mauled by 4 pit bulls. I don't know if you guys heard about that, but everybody's been freaking out about it today. I'm not going to say it wasn't sad. It was incredibly sad, and it was not his fault in any way, shape, or form. Here's the thing, there were 4 of them. My dad used to work with dogs back before I was born and when I was very little, and he's always trained every dog that we've ever had. And one of the things that he told me several times over the years was that it is very dangerous. It was always remarking upon somebody else that we knew. It is very dangerous to have that many dogs. Now, the obvious exception is when you have a dog and it has puppies, and there might be like 8 puppies or 12 puppies or however many puppies, if it has a big litter, that's fine. Those puppies are not going to form a pack and maul anybody. But when you have that many grown dogs living in one place, they form a pack. It's instinct. And they start hunting. And it's bad. I don't want to say it was the person's, the owner's fault necessarily, although the fact that apparently he just was very calm, matter of fact about it, just wrote off the form, surrendered the dogs, whatever. So I feel like he knew that it was not a good thing, because it turns out he had more than just those 4 dogs. He had those 4 pit bulls, a couple other grown dogs, and then some pit bull puppies. That's one of the things that really I can't stand, because while I'm sure he didn't mean to have a whole bunch of dogs and have them form a pack and kill someone, if you're going to own if you're going to own any animals, not just dogs, but if you're going to own, I'll say because of this particular situation, if you're going to own dogs, research dogs. Don't assume that just because they're such a common animal and you've known 50 million people that had pet dogs and you've played with dogs and you've babysat for your neighbor's dog and fed them over the weekend or something, do not assume that you know everything there is about taking care of dogs. And of course that goes for any animal. Cats, birds, lizards, fish, snakes, zebras, I don't know, whatever you own. Don't assume that you know what you're doing, because if you're wrong, things could end badly. And this is not something that everybody necessarily realizes, that if they own this many dogs, they're not just going to lay around and be docile all day. But it's, you have to, like when you're researching what shots to get them, when you're researching, what food to feed them and stuff. You should research how many dogs it's good to have in a home, because generally you don't want to have more than 2. Obviously, like shelters, they have trained professionals taking care of them, and they don't just let all the dogs run around together in one big pen all day and roam free. They have them in separate holdings for a reason. So that's my main point of that story. It was very sad, and my heart goes out to that man's family and his friends, and I want you guys to make sure that you know what you're doing before you get a pet. Don't just, that's why I hate the idea of like Christmas is coming up, and I know that there's going to be a lot of people that are getting puppies for their girlfriend or for their kids or whatever. I hate when people they treat dogs as things. Because they're pets and they're not people, you assume that it's going to do whatever you want to do, and it's just like it's an object. It's not an object. Now, people vary on the scale as to whether or not they treat their pet like a person or not. I'm not saying you have to treat it like another person, but it is a living, breathing, feeling thing that operates on, at least partially, on instinct. It's inground in them. It doesn't matter if you never trained him to form a pack and attack somebody. They're going to. It's going to happen. So just be careful is what I'm saying. Be careful. Do your research. Don't just get an animal and assume that it's just going to be like a toy, because it's not. So just know what you're doing. That's all I'm saying. Stay safe. So that's all I'm going to say about that. The second story that I wanted to talk to you guys about was, I just saw it as I was skimming over Facebook right before I came in here, and it was, there's this family in Illinois, the Hollis family in central Illinois, and I had heard once or twice vaguely about this campaign called Everyone Matters, but I didn't hear the story behind it until today. This family woke up one morning last year to find that like their cars and their house and everything had been spray painted, graffiti, and like damaged and everything by all of these people, because they have 2 daughters and 2 sons, and their 2 daughters have Down syndrome. And so there were a lot of very, like they had spray painted the word retard and get out of here and like a bunch of other really hateful things. And this family, in response, rather than getting violent or angry or leaving or whatever, they started this organization called Everyone Matters. And I heard about this today because a friend of mine is on their page or likes their page and reposted a video that they put up today. Their 6 and 7-year-old sons posted a video for their sisters about how we need to get rid of that kind of prejudice, and we need to get rid of the word retard, because it's outdated and it lumps a bunch of people, a bunch of different people, functioning, happy, kind-hearted people, into this group under a bunch of untrue, hurtful stereotypes, and it really isn't fair. And so they want more for their sisters, and you know, of course, their parents want more for their daughters. And so I will post the link to their blog. They have a blog, and the page that the video is on, I will post the link for it down below. I'm sorry, I'm looking at it right now. I want to make sure that I have the information right. But yeah, I have it here, so I will post it down below. Take a few minutes to check it out. The video is very sweet. The boys are absolutely adorable. So are the girls, the little bits that you see of them in the video. The whole family is just absolutely adorable, and they're all very kind-hearted. And the fact that they, not just the 2 little boys who are, who wanted to make this video to support their sisters, also the parents, to be able to provide an example for their children by reacting proactively rather than returning hate for hate. They're amazing people, and they've proven themselves to be an amazing example for their children. So I wish them all the best. It looks like they have really made an impact in the past year that they've gotten organized. So, which makes me really happy, because I have an aunt with a mental disorder because of an accident that she had when she was very young. She is intelligent. she knows that she's not mentally at the level that she should be at her age, and it makes her frustrated sometimes, but she's a very sweet woman, and I love her very much. So this kind of struck a personal chord with me. But anyway, so if you could just check that out, it's pretty cool. I think the video is like 3 minutes long. And yeah, so that was pretty much it as far as what I saw in the news today. Right now, Chris is out in the living room watching the Eagles, my team. Or they're not going to be playoffs, like, for sure this year. It's actually physically impossible for them to even get the wild card. So I know that was a really big jump from that subject to this. Oh well. Yeah, and so I think that's pretty much it. Chris's parents are coming to visit tomorrow night. So tomorrow morning, Chris and I will be cleaning up like crazy, and I will try to do some vlogging before they get here, because I don't think they'll really be into the whole being video recorded and put up on the internet. So we're not gonna do that. Happy Vlogmas Day 13. 13. And I love you all of you, every single one of you, even you, no, not you, next to you, yeah, you, even you, hi. And I will see you all bright and early, maybe not early, bright, I will see you all bright tomorrow. Bye.